year. Now, we're concentrating today on a famous rabbi, very much connected to Greece, Rabbi Yedidya Shmuel Tarika, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, one of the great rabbis of his time. Now, it's actually interesting. I believe there's various opinions according to the Hayomi website and Wikipedia when he passed away. Hayomi actually listed as the year 1789. Wikipedia states 1769. So I'm not 100% sure. We're not too sure the exact date according to the sources over here. But the Hayomi website of when his Hilula actually was, but they would list it, or they would commemorate his Hilula as Aleph Elul, because that was, I think, the day when he came on Yom Shlichat Haskamat Chachamei Izmir L'Sifro Amar Yedid. He wrote, which was a book on the Shas, Amar Yedid, which printed, I think, in Saloniki. That was the date, the first of El, when they would come with a Haskama for it from Izmir, the great rabbis. Izmir will, so they will, let's say, commemorate his Hilula on this specific date in of itself. But I'm not too sure the exact date when he happened to pass away. Now, he was born accordingly either, most certainly in the year 1713. Either he passed away in 1789 or 1769 according to Wikipedia. Wikipedia would list him 56 years of age, but if we go that the date was 1789, he would have been 76 years of age. So if anyone has clarity on that, I would really appreciate it. It would go on to become the rabbi of Rhodos, which was that was part of the Ottoman Empire at the point in time. He came from great rabbinic auspices. His father's name was Rabbi Yehuda. His mother's name was Rabbanit Chana. And I think his father sadly passed away, I think around the year 1740. Sorry, I'll take that back. I think his rabbi passed away in the year 1740. Someone named Rabbi Moshe Israel. He passed away on a specific date. He would be appointed the head of Jewish court in the city of Rhodos and become, I think, eventually the rabbi of the city. Now, Rabbi Moshe Israel, we've spoken about before, there was a famous Yisrael family in Greece, which is a huge rabbinic dynasty. Rabbi Moshe Israel himself lived between the years 1670 to 1740. I think he was one of the great rabbis, not just in Rhodes, also in Sfat and in Jerusalem, and had various different important positions, and was one of the most famous rabbis, without doubt, at that point in time. He came from a line of great Yisrael families, including Rabbi Chaim Avram Yisrael, Rabbi Eliyahu Yisrael, Rabbi Mordechai Crispin, I think, was connected to Rabbi Shmuel Tarika, who we're speaking about also at the moment, was very, very much connected to him also. And he was a Talmid of the famous Rabbi Moshe Israel. Okay, so be it as may, you can see there was great connections within Rabbi Tarika, which we must point out. I think he would learn a lot through Rabbi Moshe Israel in Rhodus, and he was the author, Rabbi Moshe Israel, of various different Shelot books. I think there was also a very strong connection with another great rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions before, Rabbi Eliyahu Galili Papa. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. He was also a famous rabbi of his time, and he was the author of various different great Torah books, which you must point out. So he was also his rabbi. So that's also another interesting tidbit. Okay, let's explore a bit more within regards to it. Obviously, he learned Torah from great auspices of Rabbi Moshe Yisrael at that point in time, and obviously he would become he worked as a head of Jewish court in the city of Rhodes, and I think he would bring about or compose various piyutim, if I'm not mistaken, incredible sermons on various different subjects. He would author different works on many of the writings that he actually put on at that point in time. It was the time period of the Balkans, the lands of the Balkans and Eretz Yisrael, respectively. Now, I believe, according to Hayomi, he said he passed away in the year 1789. I think his son, Rabbi Moshe Tarika, will keep on with his mantelpiece of being a great rabbi afterwards. And I think various books will be printed at various different times. I think in 1789, I think he'd have a book called the Amar Yedid, which is on the Shas, which was printed in Saloniki after he passed away in the year 1806. This would have been quite a bit after he passed away. Then other great Torah works, which was printed after his working, including the Chelko Shel Yadid, which is a book on Torah law, halacha, which was printed in Saloniki, I believe, in the year 1805. Then the Ben Yadid, which was a Shut, Shelot, Shavot, question and answers, which was printed once again in the year 1806. And more great book, I think the Kidesh Yadid, was printed, I think, firstly in the year 1812. That would have been significantly after he passed away. So that's 4 Torah colossal works. It's Ben Yedid on the Rambam, Chelko Shel Yedid, which is on the Torah, the Amma Yedid, which is on Seder Zera'im, and Moed, which is printed in Saloniki, and the Kiddush Yedid, which was Drashut Moedim, Vespedim, respectively. So you can see, I think there's recordings of him on even the Hebrew National website. I think HebrewBooks.org will also list some of his important Torah works, which we also have to point out. Very, very important to point out also. If anyone's in the National Library of Israel, you can find any of his manuscripts. I think this is based in Jerusalem. That will be absolutely fantastic. So we have to point that out. Okay, so that was a great Torah book. Let's explore a few of the highlights from his book using the notes from the Chaimi website. It says, Melamed, שבזכותו נפתח אוצרתו לתת מטר כאילו עשאו בידיו. This is, I think, featured very much in the Kiddush Yadid book, on Seder V'Atchanan, in the Derush Tzedakah, which is expounding Tzedakah, in page 123. Another teaching is Melamed, שמדקדק בברכה, הכוונה לשמה, נותן לו תורתו בכל יום. This is once again from the Kiddush Yadid, and comes from page 121. Another teaching, מלמד שתורתו שלו ושלהם, שלה שהיא גרמה, שיודעים ספר. This comes from the Seder Ekev, actually, at this point in time. Another important topic. It's coming on 131 page. One last teaching from his book, מלמד, ששומע השבוע חי שנותיו, ומתקן העולמות העליונים. This comes very much from, I think, Seder Vayelech. That's obviously from the book of Devarim also. This is once again, I believe, in page 145, if I'm not mistaken, another very important Torah work. So that is interesting. Now, friends, we are a community here. We're learning about great rabbis of yesteryear. If you descend from any of the great Chachamim we are speaking about, please let me know. I would love to hear more information on the famous rabbis. If you feel anyone is interested in watching any of these videos, please share these videos also to other people also, and help the community grow from strength to strength. And it's always fantastic feedback we are getting within regards to the series. Now, friends, by Rosh Hashanah, I am targeting to get this channel up to a staggering 8,000 subscribers. If we can do this, please subscribe and join the channel. We're a community here. We're an online exploration of great rabbis from the Ottoman countries, from the North African countries, and Spanish countries, Asian countries. We try and explore all these great rabbis respectively. So we are really trying to increase it and become better as time goes on, which I think is very, very important. And I think on that note, I'm going to wish you all a Shabbat Tov. We just came out of Shabbat, Parshat Re'eh, here in Israel, recording this from the city of Bet Shemesh, which is always a privilege to do. And if you go on the playlist, you check out stories of tzaddikim, you'll very, very much see the stories we're talking about over here of great rabbis and the biography videos. It's just a few small tidbits on some of the really famous rabbis that really, let's just say, increased and inspired the people of yesteryear from the Jewish community. So I think that's always very, very important. And I think on that note, I'm going to wish you all Shabbat Tov. Thanks for watching and taking the time to be with us.